Alright, it's Patmos and welcome to the next episode with our prison game. As we started our little prison, we have a good canteen, we have nice areas, although we forgot some lighting again. So let's add that so at least our people can see where they're going. But I think now it's time to get really working on expanding this area right in here and continuing to build a medium security area so that we can house more and more prisoners. Let's get going with this part first. So let's set up the extra prison areas. We can see that our cleaning crew is busy and we do have quite a filthy prison. So I think it's quite good that they are busy now cleaning up the stuff that really needed to be done. All right, let's go like this. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, like that. That should be it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, I think we can build quite a few cells at a very good pace. And that will make us a lot more money that we're going to need to expand into the other side. We need a lot of money for it. All right, let's put in lights so at least everybody can see what they're doing. That's going to help big time. Because in the dark, your workers will be slower, they'll be more disorientated, they'll be having a harder time finding their way. And that's a bit of a waste of time. All right, let's go set things up. Starting with the beds, of course. Quite expensive, these good beds, but in the end you'll be happy with it because the better you treat your prisoners, the better they'll usually behave. And that's something that's actually quite important to me because I hate all those riots and stuff like that. Things can still happen, especially since we have the gangs turned on. So, for instance, if you find their gang leader with, I don't know, some contraband and you punish him in the isolation, then all the gang members will get pretty pissed and they might just start behaving badly. So, yeah, taking everything into account and that things might still happen even if you have built like a most perfect prison, that's going to happen anyway. So, be prepared for it. But what we can do is keep the chances of stuff happening as minimal as we can by building nice cells and making sure that these prisoners have what they want so that they won't misbehave all the time. We need to set up a sports area later on, so I think we're going to improve the yard a little bit. We won't be building new cells there soon because for now we want to get this going and then work on the medium security area so we can house medium security prisoners because they'll bring in a lot more money. So that would be quite good. All right, let's go to speed 3 now. And what I'm going to do is basically check this out. This is 44 by 23. Okay. And then we'll build the same thing here, 44 by 23. This should be it. So here we could get the medium security area. Then I think we can just copy the canteen. You go to quick build custom, you can take a clone and we can just make a clone of this. And by doing so, we can just put it all the way down here. 1, 2, 3 spaces open. And then we have the cafeteria for this area too. And that will be quite the interesting thing. And then later on we can build more cells here as well. But this is an easy and fast way to expand your prison, especially if you want it to look the same. And I do want all areas to have their own stuff. So if we go to deployment now, we can tell this whole section to be medium security. This is all for medium security. Kitchen as well. Even the yard should be medium security soon. So now all prisoners know that this is their area. And if we're going to go to this area, we can tell this to be medium security. And then they won't mingle too much, which should prevent some troubles. I'm not going to say it's going to prevent all troubles, but it should prevent some troubles. Now, I think we need to work on the water here still. Yeah, okay. Let's set it up like this. And let's make sure that we have all the water stuff in here. But it does appear to be working well, and they do a lot of jobs there. That's going quite okay. We still make some money. Not too much, so we really need to bring in those extra prisoners without really upping the guards and stuff. But I think with the amount of guards that we have right now, we should get quite far in keeping the prison under control. What I would also like to do is start setting up here for power and utilities. Let's see, is this the same as we did it right here? 2 in between, 3 in between. Okay. So that should it be. We won't be building offices here right now. We'll just start by building a wall here, here and here. Because if you lay a foundation now, then they won't do anything with it. They will just leave the fences. And then we can put water here and power. So this unit has all its own supplies. I think that's for the best. So that's what we're aiming for. Let's go to grants, because I think, yeah, we can get more grants. Prison maintenance and visitation rights. We should also work on visitation rights soon. All right, prison maintenance. What do we need for that? We only need to hire a gardener, and then we have prison maintenance done. We have extra money. I think we need 2 janitors extra too, because it's quite a filthy prison at this point. Okay, well, we are getting where we need to be. Yes, they're building all of this. They already started working on the cafeteria here too. We should start a visitation room here at some point. I'm not going to build everything at the same time, but it's good to map things out already. So this could be visitation for these prisoners. That would be nice. We took in a few more prisoners. That's good. That means extra money. So we'll keep having green numbers for a longer period of time. Now, I think the reoffending rate, yes, very high. So 2 in 3 prisoners will reoffend. So we're going to get a lot of fees for that we have to pay money because prisoners are reoffending while we send them back to society. We need to get that number down at a certain point, of course. Oh, they all want to go in here. Well, we can lock this one open. This goes nowhere, so we'll just let them clean there. Oh, their cells are pretty filthy too, so hopefully we can fix that. And I think we should start worrying about the regime, because there's a lot of lock-up time and there's still shower time in there that we don't need. So let's get rid of it. There's no need to keep them locked up all the time. We can easily do it like this. Make this eating time. And probably get them some free time first. Okay. So they have 4 hours of free time. The rest is work or free time. And since there's no work yet, it'll be free time for them. Ah, this section is coming along very good. And, oh, we have the deployment now, of course, so we can deploy a guard in this section. That's really important to me. I want at least 1 guard on site here. And since we have only 4, we should get 1 extra. Have at least 5 guards without assigned duties. Oh, well, we can get that if we get rid of the deployment for a bit. Yeah, done. All right. Now we can deploy them again. But now we got another grant. Hire a security chief, hire 10 guards, unlock patrols and assign 3 guards to a patrol. Well, that should be not too hard. Prison acclimate. All right, we'll go with this one first. Ah, we have good amounts of money. That's good. That gives us some room to actually improve the prison even further. Same time, we need to keep working with this prison. I'm not going to do any more solitary. We have 4 solitary cells for these prisoners. That should do fine. Let's put in the doors, and then we have a whole bunch of cells extra. And that will be put to good use, of course. We don't need this holding cell anymore. So I think we should get rid of all of this. We're going to dismantle it first. Can I do multiple at the same time? No. Oh, but there's a dismantle button, I believe. Yes, dismantle objects. Alright, I want all the objects to be dismantled except the lighting, of course. So we'll do it like this. No, that still includes the lighting. That. And just this. Yes, alright. Guess we need some storage somewhere to actually store that stuff. We also need things like an infirmary soon. Maybe we can do a block of some things that we need in between here and then get a new cell block going. Something like that. That could be interesting. At least we can plan it, so that'll be nice. 12 by 12. So we can do 2 things here, 12 by 12. That can be of great benefit to the prison. We can do the same here and the same here. So there'll be 6 extra rooms. I'm going to wait with that a bit because I want to get to visitation soon too. And we want to start working on this part of the prison. I do see that they installed all the cell doors. So let's just create extra cells. And get extra prisoners in. This will get us another 20 prisoners, which should get us quite a good deal of money. We already make money, so with every extra prisoner, we should just be making more money. Maybe we need to get a few extra guards or a cook, but I don't think that's much of a problem. We can deal with that. Right, this is still designated the holding cell. I'm not going to designate this to be... Or should this be reception too? I think so. We'd like to build an outstanding prison. So it has to be right all the way that I want it to be. It's a table and 2 benches. All right. Then we do deployment and we tell this to be minimal security and this is medium security. All right, very nice. They built the cafeteria area and now they're going to include everything in there. So we can now already tell them that this is medium security. Oh, that's very nice. Are they building the walls here already? Yes, so we can start to get the utilities in as soon as we lay the foundations here. This part can be done. And this part can now be done too. Of course, we need to put in the doors. So let's put in the staff doors, so only the staff can get in. But then we can get power and water there. This is going very nice. There are still more families waiting to visit. So we also need to focus on keeping the prisoners happy by making sure that they can visit family. Another way to keep them in contact with their families is by using the phone. And we can pretty easily use the phone by just putting a few into the cell block. I'm not going to put it in there, but we can keep it right there. We can even put phones here, that's okay. And then they can use those phones, which is very nice. Could also place a few in the canteen. And at least they now have a way to stay in touch with family. And that is something that they will highly appreciate it. And once they're done eating, they will stay in the cafeteria until dinner time is over. And when you have phones there, they can phone their family after they're done eating. So that is something that really works. Now we have 4 solitary cells, but we don't really need them. That's good. Let's see, is there research that we desperately need? We need to get psychology, because if we get the health one, we need to get a psychologist too. We need to get prison policy. And we need to get working on the bank loan. Just in case something bad happens and we desperately need money, we can get a bank loan. That will be quite nice. Alright, we need to wait until everything is placed in here, although they are already quite well on their way. Guess we can start to pull some cables here. And some other utilities. We can do the water in here. We can do the electrical one in here. It needs to go like this. Ooh, we have an incoming call. What does he want? Let's go see. Reform programs are key to prisoners successfully reintegrating into society. Some offenders will start successful new lives, while others fall back into old ones and re-offend. Reformed prisoners will bring an additional cash reward, but some prisoners who re-offend could return to your prison. Not only will they incur a fine for their failed rehabilitation, but they may also have picked up additional bad habits. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Hopefully we can deal with it. I think we can. Alright, let's get this up here, so that at least everything is prepared. The extra prisoners are brought in. We now have 36 prisoners, so I think it's justified to have 5 more staff. I think that's good. And maybe we should deploy 2 in here at least, and at least 1 in the canteen to keep an eye out. I do like the fact that we have those extra prisoners in now, because that gives us extra daily cash. That's the right way to go. Oh, lots of work being done. The kitchen should already be okay. There's no prisoners to eat in the canteen, that's for sure, because we still need to set up this area, but that's going to be happening soon. Appears most prisoners are happy. 36. 2 in solitary confinement, and a few are waiting transfer there, because probably brought some illegal stuff. Alright, let's lay the foundations here so that we can get started on the visitation room soon. Visitation always gets just 1 normal door, and I'll show you why later. Of course, if you watch my streams and stuff, you already know, but... Alright, we're going to set this one up for water. So let's do so. We were going to set this one up for electricity, but it's not done yet. So we'll have to wait with that. And of course the water won't get any power. Good thing is we don't really need this cafeteria yet. That'll be for later. Ooh, we need to unlock patrols and get 3 guards assigned. Then we get another grant ready. That will be something that we can easily do. And we also need to start working on the foundations here. Otherwise this whole prison section will never come in. And that's not good. We need to place a prison door in here, which should be the red door, of course. Oh no, this one. Should be on this line right there. Perfect. Okay, there we go. And we can now get some power up here. Let's install a few capacitors as soon as we can, but we can't do that right now. Perfect, this is done already. Ooh, we need to not forget the lights in here. That's good. Well, they are going very fast. I can also see prisoners roaming around, so they will be collecting contraband and stuff. So we need to close off a few sections soon, hopefully. So that they can't go to other places. Can I just tell them to dismantle trees? Yes, we can. Alright. That's a good thing, because then we can build a fence here. Maybe we should just do it in the hallway here then. They should not be dismantling any walls, but I don't think they'll do that right now. Just get rid of these trees. I want to keep the prisoners away from the walls, because the outer walls, because stuff can be thrown over and they can pick it up. Oh no, somebody died. Where did he die? Right here. Overdose, yeah. Was afraid of that. Those things happen, especially overdoses, so not much to do about it. It's okay. Alright, patrols are being unlocked. then all we need to do is assign 3 guards to it, and we have another 10 grand, which is nice money. This one is done for visitation. All right, let's set it up. We need an extra piece of wall there. Then we need a metal detector, so that we can scan prisoners going in for the stuff that they'll bring in. Then we need visitor booths, or tables in this case, because this is not high profile prisoners. And there are a lot of prisoners that want to visit with their families. So all we need to do is make sure that those things can happen. And actually allowing visitors is a very good way to keeping your prisoners happy. It's also a very good way to get in a lot of contraband. So be prepared to deal with it. But that's not too hard. All right, we should connect this. And I should probably check if we have enough power here. We still have enough, but I'm going to install 1 extra capacitor. Then we'll do the same on this side. Oh, it's still not installed. Come on, let's rush this thing. I want it in. Well, the foundation is coming along nicely. We can just start with a few cells with the money that we have. Patrols. Let's set up a patrol. I think they should patrol this area. They're not really going to patrol, but that's okay. We'll assign 3 guards, and there we have another grant. So let's get rid of that. All right, another grant's in. Crack down on drugs. Find 10 illegal narcotics. That should be doable. I also think as soon as they go to sleep, which is right now, we should do a tunnel search. That's not too intrusive, so prisoners won't be woken up for it unless we find something in their toilet. And it's a good way to make sure that we find if there's tunnels, but also find some hidden stuff in toilets, because prisoners tend to hide stuff in their toilets. I'm not going to do roll calls and stuff like this with only the 10 guards that we have. That's not too smart. All right. Well, at least we found 1 illegal drug, apparently. So that is good. This is already... Visitation is slowly coming together. And we still make a nice amount of money. Alright, let's put in a few capacitors, otherwise we can't be running the prison. And I think one of the things we need to do is attach this utility right here. And dismantle that, because I don't want to get the power out from one area to another. So now the lights will go out here, but soon they will turn on, and I think that's good. Overloaded, yeah, it's overloaded, so we need to focus a bit on these 3 so we can turn the power on. This is nearly done, so we can start building cells. I like it. Alright, visitation. Don't forget to really tell every area in your prison what it should be. So this is all minimal security. That's good. That's the way we want it to be. I think we need to install extra doors now. Namely right here. So that we can see what different sections there are. And they can't just go from one into the other. That'll be interesting. Probably need to assign a guard in here too to keep everything working, but that's okay. We can lock this one open because, well, there's not any prisoner in there. And it's now done, so we can start to set up the walls in here. I think let's go to planning first, to walls, and then at least get rid of all the plans that we still have out there, so we won't get bothered by them. Let's start working on prison cells. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm really going to do this row by row, because otherwise I'll probably make mistakes, which won't be good. And we'll do just this right section completely. And then we'll go to the other side, just like we did the above prison. So we'll do this area first and then the other one. And I would love to get some lighting in here soon. Set the utilities up, because now we can see where we need to put it. And from there on continue by building the cells. But if we have the lighting in here, that's really going to speed things up with our workers. And with medium security prisoners, we'll be making a lot more money. That's something I definitely like. Alright, let's start with utilities. Let's just go straight like this. And like that. Did they install the overloads? Yes. Oh, it's still overloaded, it says. I don't know. No, it's not overloaded. Good. So, this is working. We have lighting here. Very nice. Alright, let's get going with the water now. That's that water. I don't want that water in here. These guys need to have their own water supply. Alright, what we can do is just, I think dismantle this area. Yes, like that. Then we'll build it right here, and we'll soon build it again, but then we can make sure that this has the water from this area. Oh, we don't need these anywhere, by the way, because this is now a holding cell. So let's save those. Alright, this is working. Then we'll do it like this. And we can set up the utilities in the cells already, even before the cells are ready. Okay, that's a lot of work, but it's working. Visitation is ready. Let's deploy a guard in here. And let's tell this to be visitation then. There we go. Now prisoners can go meet their families, and they're already coming in. Big numbers, so that's interesting. And they're leaving again. I don't know why. Probably because they can't get through here. I think we can just lock these open because they're here for protective reasons later on, but not right now. Okay, this is working. Now, what I want to see is to... Oh, we can't fence that off because there's still trees growing. Let's get rid of it then, because it won't work. Well, let's start with another idea, because I want the medical unit to be up so that we can treat prisoners once they get unhealthy or whatever. So let's get working on the medical unit. Alright, this is working. There, I guess that's just prisoners that either won't come in or this is filled up or whatever. So that's why we need the visitor room up. Probably think some of the visitors leave because they can't reach their prisoner. There's no room anymore, or because the prisoner just doesn't want to show up, or there's all these different things that can happen. Ooh, we have another death today. Probably another overdose. Yeah. No, he was also a supplier, so I don't feel too bad about it. Deployment. This should be medium security once it's done. I hope that works. Ooh, we found another illegal narcotic. We have 30 now. Ooh, there's another death. Maybe we should do something like a roll call soon. Or a shakedown. Let's get 4 extra guards. We'll still be making money. We'll have a few more guards without an actual deployment. I think we should get 1 in here, 2 in the cafeteria, just to keep things safe. And I think once they are asleep, we should do a shakedown and find all the stuff that we can in the prison. We have 3 grants running, so that's going okay. It would just be a good thing, I guess. Oh, look at this. They're really busy building this section. That is what we want to see, so that's going in the right direction. All is done here, so no work here. This is done. This is going along. We probably need a few cooks once we get new prisoners there. This is all working fine. And hopefully soon they can complete this. Still think it would be worth taking a look into some fencing here. Alright, let's see. Just fence it off like this, and then we'll tell them to dump these, I guess. And then we can finish this piece of fencing, so they can't get out here anymore. Then we need to do the same somewhere here. And we need to do the same here, and then they can't get too much on their way to all those little fence areas. But they can grab stuff that they're not allowed to have, because that's an issue. Look at this. This section came along very nice. Ah, we did remove utilities here too, apparently. These utilities. Everything else up and running now? Yes. Alright, let's get going with the cells. I still like the comfy beds, even though they're quite... No, we're gonna do some normal beds, because this is medium security and we have a few normal beds. Maybe later we switch them out, but not right now. There we go, power is up. Alright, I think we should designate these to be cells already, so that we get the easier time picking the stuff that we want into their cells. And since they're not ready, because we don't place a door in there yet, we won't get prisoners for it anyway. But yeah, now we can easily find the toilet and stuff like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, getting this amount of medium security prisoners in should really bring in the extra money, but we will also be really needing the extra guards. So we need not to forget to add those guards to the prison as soon as these prisoners start arriving, because otherwise things will get out of hand quite quickly. Where's the drain? But I do like the fact right now that we have these completely sealed off sections where in general prisoners should not be interacting with each other if we give them all their own stuff. I think that would keep at least quite a bit of the prisoners safe, or safer, because these are higher risk prisoners that are more likely to get violent and stuff. So them not interacting with the minimal security keeps the minimal security more safe, because they're just overdosing, but they're not really fighting at this point. Alright, this should all be good enough for a cell. Ah, this is done as well. Good, let's build an infirmary. Let's get a few medical beds in there. Very good. I always like to get like 2 chairs in there, because I think patients also need to sit. All we need now is 2 doctors, and we need a psychologist with an office. We don't really have office space here anymore, but we could just create it then. Let's see how that gets. 7 by 7. Alright, we'll do it all the way like this then, because otherwise it'll be a bit weird. And since it's the psychologist, I think it should be okay to give him a slightly bigger room. We put in a normal door though with the psychologist, because he might receive prisoners later on in his work. So we'll do it like this, because then he can help out with certain programs. We still have almost 30,000. That's a good amount of money. And we did expand. We already have 34 prisoners in get 2 more. We can get more prisoners in this area. This is all set up. So I am quite happy. Oh, everybody is still asleep, but they're going to wake up soon. Let's do a shakedown now. Just to check all areas while they're still a little bit asleep. And we can get more narcotics in. And then hopefully get that grant done. We'll get another 15,000. That'll be nice to get another 15,000. 50%, 60%. So we just need to find 4 more. Few prisoners incoming, but that's okay. Let's just finish the shakedown first. Everybody is still in lockup now. So this is still the right time. Let's get 2 extra guards. 16. Bit pricey, but they'll be okay soon. That won't be that bad. I always forget lighting in different rooms. And of course, a power cable that just goes like this. Alright, it appears that most cells here are ready for a door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, the roll call is done. I bet we found a lot of illegal stuff. And we got the grant, so that's a good one. Security, acclimatization. Yeah, we should put prisoners to work soon, so this will be a good one. Is this still deployed as, yeah, solitary? We still should set these up for medium security as well. This is all still working. Very nice. We should hire workers to work in the infirmary. Oh, that's true. It's finally done, so let's get 2 doctors in there. Ooh, what's this? Gang members band together because they have similar interests. Sometimes they also dislike specific criminal offenses and they will try to target these individuals. Okay, so we have a target now. Okay, that's not good. Maybe we should put him in isolation. Oh, we are already quite well ahead of time, but let's go. We need to make an office here. And then later on, we need a coat stand with the psychiatrist. Let's put in a chair. Let's put in 2 leather chairs and a white sofa. And a plant. And this should be the psychologist's office. And of course, we need to put a light in. Is there utility close? Yeah, I think so. Let's do it like that. Alright, let's say rooms. Let's make this an office. And then we can put the psychologist in there, get another grant. But it's also time to put this one to an end because we have been quite busy already. We expanded quite a bit. And now it's time to change things up. Last thing I'll do is change the intake. We'll take in medium security prisoners now too, because we have space for them. That should bring in a lot of extra money. And that will help us to expand this area too. For now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And let's see you tomorrow for episode 3 of this Prison Architect game. Bye bye.